Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 44.
Yes, welcome everybody to another weekly mastermind. My name is Arit, for those of you who don't know, and this is Jewel, and we are founders of Essetino Artists, where we help creative entrepreneurs market themselves online and grow their business and monetize their talents so you can make more money doing what you love. So we are so excited here. We hold these weekly mastermind live streams every single Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern, to be a resource for you to answer any questions that you have and to hang out with a really cool supportive group of like-minded entrepreneurs. So without further ado, let's say hello to some people. I already saw some comments drop in.
Yeah, just one second. I'm just uploading this so that we can show this. And let us share the wins for the week.
Yes, so one of the first things that we do if you're new here is we ask you to share a win with us. So anything that went really well for you this past week, maybe you hit a milestone, you got something checked off your to-do list, we'd love to hear about it.
Cool, and maybe let's turn on the light, you think?
Yeah.
Because we're a little bit dim now.
Does that make much of a difference?
Yeah, slightly better. Okay. All right, we've got Teddy B in the house.
Hello, Teddy.
Who just passed 5,000 subscribers.
Whoa, awesome.
That's amazing.
Congratulations, Teddy. Huge milestone.
And then we've got Brenda in the house. Hey, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda. How's it going?
Braden's here. Hey, Braden.
Hello, hello.
And Roland, we've got Roland from Getting It Done North of 7.
Hi, Roland.
And Lisa said that she is just stopping by, but she'll be able to join June 3rd because she's going on vacation. That's so cool.
Nice.
Where are you off to? Yeah.
And Timothy, hello, hello.
Timothy in the house. Hey, Timothy. All right. So everybody share your wins. I'll have that pop up here on the screen.
Let us know how your week has been, guys. Anything that you want to share with us. Mm-hmm. We'd love to hear about it in the comments. Do you want to share a win? Will you share our wins? I think I was going to wait for you to answer.
I was going to say, what was, there's so many things happening in the day. I forgot a specific win. I mean, there's something, there's something cool I want to share.
There's definitely a win that happened today for us. And that is we hired someone to help us take our funnel that we're building out, which is for a specific product called YouTube Simplified, YouTube SEO Simplified. And we're building out a funnel for it, and we need to take this to the finish line, meaning as soon as it hits the finish line, we will be ready to launch it. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of been, we've been nitpicking at it here and there, but because we have so many other things on our plate, it's been really hard to kind of get it finished. So we're super excited. We hired someone to help us this morning.
Yeah, just to explain a little bit about what it actually is. Mm-hmm. Remember back in December, we were doing this ClickFunnels challenge. We were doing, there's a company called ClickFunnels, and their software creates landing pages, squeeze pages. Basically, it's a page that sells you on something, a service, a coaching, product, course, right? And we wanted to learn this craft of learning how to create a landing page, and we chose the company ClickFunnels and their website that I've heard of them for a very long time. They're very reputable. Read their books. We shared the books with you guys, and we went in this 30-day one funnel away challenge in December, which was like pretty much the worst time to go into an intense challenge because it was like Christmas. And there was a lot, people are wrapping up at that time.
And they did not break for the holidays.
No.
They expected you to be there even on December 25th.
Yeah, they didn't even say like Merry Christmas or anything.
Yeah.
That's how serious it was. So yeah, we had done that, and it was intense, and there was a lot of information thrown out at us, and it was definitely worth the money. And it gave us a clear understanding of what we needed to do. Yeah. But to do it in the 30-day with the way that we wanted to was not going to happen, because we still have a business happening. It's not like that was our only thing happening. We still have so many things going on. So that ended up taking a lot longer, and it is now stretched out until now. And then finally we realized that we need to hire someone who is well-versed in ClickFunnels, has taken the same challenge that we have. We found someone on Upwork and who was great, and we literally just hired them today.
Yeah, so we were holding like interviews this morning. There were a couple candidates, and yeah, after the call, we knew right away we wanted to hire this girl. So super excited. That means we're getting closer. We will be closer to launching our YouTube SEO simplified product. And
sorry, hold on one second.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on the microphone. I'm just going to change it.
Oh, okay. Audio issues?
Okay, so
is this better?
Yeah.
Let us know, guys, if this
the
is better.
audio is better. Yeah, let us know.
No bass. All right. Yeah, let us know if this is any better. We just changed the mic option on there.
But yeah, that's our major win. We were super excited for that, and yeah, we finally are moving forward with that, and that has been on the back burner, and it's been eating away at Reet especially.
Yes, because I was in charge of designing all of the funnel pages and integrating everything together, and I got a lot of the pages designed and ready to go, but it's just piecing everything together, integrating it, making sure the email automations go out, making sure you give access to someone for the specific product that they purchased. So all of those kind of logistics is now taken off my plate. So
yeah, there's a lot
huge relief
happening within this. Like, we've never done one of these before, so that's why it's like weird to us. But I'm sure once we've done a couple of funnels and landing pages, that it'll be like second nature, kind of like how YouTube is. It's very confusing and weird to people, but we're like, oh no, it's easy. This is the steps that you need to do to have a YouTube channel.
Hi, Tamil. How's it going?
We've got Tamil in the house. Timothy says the best mastermind live stream ever. Thanks,
awesome.
Timothy.
Thanks, Timothy.
We've got Kyle in the house.
Hello, Kyle. How's it going?
And Lisa says she's going to Baltimore, Maryland. Cool. I've never been there before.
Nice,
That's awesome. And then we've got...
Sorry, guys.
Oh, people are saying the sounds better.
Yeah, better? Okay, good.
Okay. We've got some convos happening. Kyle said his win is, I got to 700 views in one day by sharing the town I filmed. That's really cool. So you filmed,
awesome.
You filmed a town, and then you got 700 views in one day. That's awesome.
Very cool. So what happened with that? Did you actually share it online, or are those just organic views from people finding you on YouTube? That's awesome.
He said he shared it on Facebook.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah. So that's like a tactic. So if you like film a certain place, and you find like a Facebook group or a Facebook fan page of that place, and then you share your video, yeah, you could definitely get more views.
Amazing. That probably boosted up the video quite a bit, and hopefully you got some good comments out of it as well. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're responding to those comments. That's awesome, Kyle.
Cool.
Anyone else who'd like to share their wins? What has happened this past week, guys? And I'll ask you the same question.
Yeah, so not really a win, maybe not something non-business related. So something cool that happened was, you guys know that I really like art. I grew up with doing art, not professionally, just like it was like a way for me to pass the time, crafts, painting random things. I like abstract painting. And I saw that there was this fluid pour painting class here in Vancouver, and me, my sister, and Dorit, we took the class last week. It was actually last Friday, and it was just like a one class type thing. I've always wanted to learn how to do fluid pour painting because I've seen them on YouTube all the time. And I initially thought that you literally just take the paint and just pour it a bunch on the canvas and then just do whatever you want. But that's actually not the case. So this is mine. This is the fluid pour painting that I did. And it's like
super abstract.
Yeah, which is what I like. I love this abstractness art. And then you can show yours. Hopefully this is dry. Yeah.
Hopefully it's dry. Yeah.
It should be dry. It's oily though.
It's a lot brighter.
Yeah.
There's some like neon colors. I wanted to go like 80s, 80s style. This was really bright actually initially. When we did it, like the paints were like neon. I don't know if you can see some of the green
on
there.
The side there.
And it kind of faded out a little bit, but it still looks cool. Like the abstract marbleness of everything. So that was super fun.
Yeah, that was a really cool, fun, different class because, we haven't really been doing much activities here, with what's going on. So that was really cool. And I learned so much about it. Like the teacher, she was so into it and she was a great instructor. And it turns out like you have to take the acrylic paint and then put something to thin it out. I forgot the actual name of it. Then you put water in it. And then to create like the bubble effect, you add some other kind of chemical agent to it.
It's like an oil,
an
oil-based agent. Yeah.
And then when it pours, it creates these bubbles, and depending on which layer you put it in, it'll reveal another color. So it was really cool. And it's not at all what I thought. I literally thought it was just take a jug of paint and just pour it on, but not the case.
Well, I thought it had to do with marbles too, because it looks like all like a marble painting. And as a kid, I used to dip marbles in paint and on like a tray with a sheet of paper, just kind of move it around and see what cool design comes out. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was similar, but yeah, it was it's technical. And the way to get like certain bubbles and certain designs on the canvas is done in a very specific way. So it was fun. I learned a lot, and I want to do another one.
Yeah, there's an advanced fluid pour painting class after you take this. You said you can only take that one once you've taken this one. And I totally want to do that. Here's a quick photo of us. I'll remove that banner there so you guys can see the actual paintings. There's us in the studio there. And it was a totally fun evening, random evening. And once we really got into it, we were just like, we were all silent and just really into the art, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we were like so concentrated and focused.
So yeah, that was just like something different, not what I would usually do. All right, we've got some people here. People are saying that they cool. it. And Roland said, no big wins for me, just steady growth. That is a win. Steady growth is a win.
That still means on the up, right? So that's definitely a win.
People are loving it. Yeah, it was cool because she had everything all set up. Like when we got there, all the canvases, like everything was included. All the canvases were all set up. All the paint was set up. And then she just explained it to us. And then we just went at it for like 2 hours or 2.5 hours or something. And it was a really cathartic, cool experience. Like when you do new things, you feel new things. You get new thoughts and new ideas. And if you always do the same thing over and over again, then it's like you can't really grow. You can't really experience new things.
Like different parts of the brain to have new experiences. I think the most fun part is to have it layered like this in certain ways with the paint. What she gets you to do is put a little bit of each color of paint. So you'd put like a little bit of blue in one cup, a little bit of gold in one cup. So separate colors. And then you put some thinner into each one because acrylic is quite thick. And then you pour all of them into one cup. And then you turn it over. You turn this cup over onto the canvas upside down. And then the cool part is when you're lifting the cup and you just see the paint just kind of sprawl out into different colors.
Let's see if I can get a video of that.
Do you have a video of that?
I do. So let's see if I can.
Yeah, that was the most fun part, to see what comes out of that paint sprawling. And even so, when you look at it doesn't end up looking like that once it's dry. It looks completely different. So yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
Timothy says acrylic dulls, but you can varnish these paintings to give them a real glass shine. Yeah, she mentioned that. To do that afterwards, and then we were like, oh, we'll wait till it dries and then see if we want to do that.
I think I might do that for mine. Yeah, I liked the glossy, shiny look when it was fresh paint.
Cool. Oh, I think the video loaded up, so let me.
Yeah, we'll show you guys a video here.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so now you can lift it.
Like slowly or fast?
Any way you want. Cool.
Oh, I'll let the drips happen.
Yeah, let it happen.
Number 3, did you notice that?
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the black 3.
Yeah, so that was one of them. That was my initial pour, and then I ended up adding blue and stuff. So yeah, that's what it looked like, and it was pretty fun. It was a cool way to spend a Friday evening, and then we got bubble tea after.
Roland, she says that she normally does get students to use straws to kind of blow the paint around, but because it's COVID, we all had our masks on, so she had to kind of eliminate that part of the workshop.
Crazy. All right. So we've got some wins here. People are sharing, steady growth. Teddy's passed 5,000 subscribers. That's really cool. And for us, we've been pretty busy as usual. When are we not, right? And we're working on making some big leaps forward. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, we're taking some big steps that we haven't really taken before, specifically in terms of hiring and growing our team, and just really realizing that although we can do everything, like a lot of the stuff that we do, we know how to do it ourselves and we can do all of it. It's not always the best thing to just try and do all of it yourself, because my skill set is needed elsewhere, and all of this other stuff can be given to someone else to deal with. And you also, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, want to focus on the things that you enjoy doing most, and that just light you up and that give you energy, rather than take away energy from you. So yeah, we're really starting to see that. And I mean, throughout this whole journey, this entrepreneurial journey, like listening to the people that we do, like Todd Herman and Melanie Duncan, for myself specifically, Brendan Burchard, or however you pronounce his last name, they're always like, you'll feel like you're never really ready to hire, but just do it anyways. You'll never get to that point where you're like, okay, now I'm ready to hire. It should always be done sooner rather than later, because that will really help leverage your growth, if you have the resources to, of course.
Yeah, and we put out a posting on Upwork, which is a freelancer website for all different kinds of things, not just the stuff that we just hired the person for, but there's like video editors, designers, VAs, like anything that can be done online, they're on there. And so Arit put out this posting saying like what the job was, like what we needed a person for. And I believe you specifically named ClickFunnels, right? Like you.
Yeah, I did. So the job post was, are you a ClickFunnels? I'm mixing the two. Are you a ClickFunnels and Teachable expert?
Oh, okay.
Because those are the two platforms that we use. ClickFunnels we use to put up our landing pages, our sales pages. That's where we're going to send traffic to. and Teachable is where we're actually delivering the product, where people are actually taking the course and watching the lectures and downloading the PDFs.
So we are learning to leverage our time. We've known this concept. That's why we have a YouTube channel. You create one video and then it lasts for like years, and then that video is speaking for you on your behalf, teaching that subject. So we've learned in a sense to leverage ourselves that way, but now it's like a thing of trust and letting go to hire others, because we always think that, oh yeah, we can do it and we know how to do it and we want to do it this way, and it's our way, right? And we're seeing that there's only so much you can stretch it out, that there's only 24 hours in a day, and most of that you're sleeping, right? And
most of that?
Well, I mean, I guess 8 hours is a big chunk. It's a big chunk
of it. Yes.
Yeah. So we're really pushing ourselves to create a team. Now, I'm not saying like I want to have a team of 100 people or something. I just want a core
small team
group that specializes in whatever we need, each one of them. So, and hiring Roland actually helped us to see that. We're like, wow, this has helped us so much. Now we're like, okay, let's get someone for that. Let's get someone for that. So that's where we're heading towards right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I see a newcomer, Moon Islamic Studio. Hello, hello.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Where are you watching from?
And Teddy says subs are 5,147 now. Channel revenue for April closed out a little bit higher than March, but not a lot higher. Outstanding, Teddy. That's really great. Yeah, you'll notice, like, you'll start to notice, because you were recently monetized, I would say, I think a few months ago. You'll start to notice the fluctuations in the ad revenue that happens month to month.
We've got Tamil.
Hi, Tamil. Oh, we already said hi to you before.
Yeah.
I made a growth spurt recently about to cross 1,000 sub mark. Yes, and I made my first big commission in one day from one of my affiliate programs.
Yeah, I remember we had mentioned that last week, that you don't even have 1,000 subscribers or the 4,000 watch hours that most people think that they need to get to have a successful YouTube channel. But you don't actually need that to start earning from your channel, and you've proved that. So that was really cool. And yeah, we totally shared your story that you shared with us.
Yeah.
And that is amazing. And you never know the power of links. That's why we always tell people, you never know who's going to be watching your videos, and always put the links that you want to direct people to, because you never really know who's going to click on it.
Yeah, Tamil, we've been sharing your story for since we last spoke on the last live stream, and also to some of our other clients, because it's really inspiring. So yeah, huge win. Thank you for sharing that.
All right. So I'm just going to do something here.
Yeah, just give us a second, guys.
All right.
Moderating.
Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when it's public, right? And it's live. Let me see here. I had a comment, this crazy comment that I don't always respond to everybody's comments because it goes crazy. But this comment, I love hearing where everybody watches from. And this one caught my attention in particular because it was like place I had never heard of or even known about.
Hi, Ramon. How's it going? Current wins. Been gaining some clients for paintings. Yes. Awesome. That's great, Ramon. I love as well how you've switched over to watching on YouTube from Facebook.
Yeah.
Joining the community on Facebook. Yeah, it's I think you kind of feel like you're more part of the mastermind on here, just because we're able to put your comments up and see your name as well.
Mm-hmm. So this is the comment I got 4 days ago on the Camtasia 2021 video. And it's a very simple comment, but it really gets me, you know? So it was basically greetings. It says greetings from Baku, Azerbaijan. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that country correctly.
Probably not.
But that second part, the Azerbaijan, that is a country. And I had to look it up, and it was so crazy because I was sitting here at the table when I got that comment. And for the most part, the comments are kind of in real time. They might be delayed by like 10 or 20 minutes or something like that, maybe even an hour or so. But they're definitely, like, when you get the comment, it's like within the time frame of when the person actually sent it. And so I was sitting at my desk here, and then I got that comment from the person watching all the way across the world. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like, a person's watching my video and I don't even know what country that is. Like, that was crazy. And it's little things like that that blow me away. And I really, really enjoy the comments when people say where they're watching from, because it means so much. And it still blows me away that, you know, it's a video that I filmed here in Vancouver in my office, and then I upload it to this thing called internet, and then it just blows up and people around the world are watching it. That is like the power, right? If you understand that is very powerful.
I think because we find joy in these little things on YouTube that people can easily get desensitized by, because you can get all these comments and just see the same thing over and over again. But I think it's like when you really appreciate the little things, it just makes the entire process more enjoyable, and it just keeps you want to grow on the platform. What are some cool comments that some of you have received? If you can remember, is there like any, you can even speak in general terms too, like anything in general that someone's commented on one of your videos that you really appreciated hearing?
This is another one that I get. I get this comment probably 2 to 3 times a week. And it's the comment of, "You saved my life," or "You're a lifesaver," or something like that. That comment happens 2 to 3 times a week. And I know I'm not literally saving a person's life, although I have.
You might be.
Although I have, that's another story. But receiving that comment, like, it's like, that's so cool. My video was able to help someone to the point where they actually say that comment, because I take that very seriously. I'm like, wow, I was able to really help someone. That makes me feel good.
Yeah. I mean, it just also validates that the content that you're putting out there into the world is helping other people. And I mean, that's the whole point. That's why we, like, being an entrepreneur, I think you get into being an entrepreneur because you are attracted to what you think it brings you, like more freedom lifestyle, passive income, being your own boss and all that kind of stuff. But then as you start to grow within the entrepreneur role, you really start to see, like, it's really about helping people. And the more people you help, your wealth increases. And wealth isn't just money. It's all aspects. It's happiness. It's, fulfillment, and all of those other things that people use to measure success with.
Why did you become an entrepreneur? I know it wasn't initially to help people.
No, it wasn't intentional. It was just, honestly, it wasn't like, oh, I want to become an entrepreneur. It's like, I want to create more often. I want more time to create and share my creations with other people. I think that being a creative kind of turned into an entrepreneur. I think that's like being an artist today is the modern day entrepreneur. It's kind of different from what it used to be. It's a lot of, like, if you're creating whatever medium it is, whether it's like in music or painting or design work, you're really, you can use those gifts and those talents to create for other people.
Mm-hmm.
And monetize that.
initially when I said, oh, I want to become an entrepreneur, it was because I wanted a more exciting life. I thought my life was destined to be super boring. I saw this like script literally in front of me, and I was like, I don't like this written play for me. Like, it's not the one that I want to act out. And I didn't know what it was going to be. Like, I had no idea that this is what I was going to be. Although, when I think back, there were clues for sure. And my cousin actually pointed this out. She was saying like, oh, remember when we used to film funny movies when we used to go camping and we used to be ninjas and you directed them? And I was like, what? I directed them? And she's like, yeah, you were the one filming and directing. And she was like, come to think of it, I think, it's very fitting to what you do. Like, you're in video now and you film videos and you like being on video. Not that I am directing anything, but it was just funny because I totally forgot about that memory. And it was a cool refresher that, she mentioned to me earlier this week. But initially, I thought my life was destined for crap. And I wanted an exciting life. That's all I would say is I want an exciting life. I want an exciting life. I don't have skills. I thought I didn't have any skills. I thought I was just like manual laborer worker, that I knew that I could do hard work physically. I learned that from my parents, being Filipino, that, they do that kind of work and it's kind of typical. And I learned how to do hard work from them, physical hard work. I didn't know how to do anything technical or computer or anything like that. I actually used to be really horrible on the computer. Like, when the computer first came out, when I was like in grade 7, and well, it didn't first come out at that time. My first computer I got when it was year 2000, and I didn't know how to use it. I was like scared of it. I was just like, didn't know how to do things or how to save or how to print. Printing was always like a problem for me. I think connecting the printer, and I made a point to figure out this machine. I was like, I gotta figure out the computer, and back then it was like a huge like box, heavy ass
the
monitor,
computer.
and it was like, to move the monitor was so annoying back then. It was like big and fat and heavy and chunky, and it was like, it's not something that you just moved around.
Yeah, I remember that. Guys, as we're talking here, please share in the comments what made you decide to want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear that. What was it that, or even if you're not yet an entrepreneur, what makes you want to be an entrepreneur? What is really driving you forward?
Yeah. And, I just kept saying like, oh, I want a exciting life. And I can honestly, truly say that my life right now, to me, is very exciting. It's never the same. And I didn't want the cookie cutter days. Like, that's why I was depressed at all my other jobs, because it was a cookie cutter day. It was like, clock in, make the burgers, make the coffee. These are all my different jobs. I had McDonald's, Starbucks, and when I worked at an insurance company, and they were literally just carbon copies of each other. And then that's why you live for the weekend, because, freedom, right? And when it hits Friday at 4 or 5 p.m., it's like, okay, now I can do something different. So that's why, people live for the weekends and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest part of being an entrepreneur, is that every single day is different, and every single day has its own gifts and its own problems and fires and challenges and its own, just like messages from people, and it's never really the same. And the work that comes out of every single day is still like, it's so exciting. It's creative. It's a creative lifestyle. Even if you're not an artist, being an entrepreneur is a creative lifestyle. You're literally creating content, whatever that is, and sharing those gifts with the world. And I think that's the cool part for me of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So it started off like that. And then I was like, I don't want a boring life. My current life is like, just level, right? And then it turned into, I want money and I want a lot of money. And then I realized if you only go for that, that still leads to the road of unfulfillment. And if you only care about
limiting
that,
too, right?
Yeah.
It's also limiting. Sorry to cut you off. Like
No.
if you only go after the money, you're limiting yourself because there's just so much more beyond that. That is,
and it becomes hollow, becomes empty if you only go for that. And so then I realized very early on with, we had many people influencing us and we absorbed a lot of books, a lot of information. And then we realized you have to go like a path of fulfillment and go with what drives you, what your passion is, and start from there. That is the fire, and then it will spread.
Follow your happiness.
Yeah.
I know that sounds cliche or lame or whatever, but that's honestly, so there's so much truth to that.
And someone said like, oh, I know it's cliche, but blah, blah. And it's like, there's a reason why it's a cliche.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. Brenda said, I became an entrepreneur to have freedom over my time. I can take holidays when I choose. And yesterday I spent most of the day gardening. Exactly.
Lovely.
That's what I'm saying is it still never phases me when I am laying down on the couch doing a puzzle, and I'll choose to do that for, 2-3 hours if I feel like it before my back hurts. And then
don't do it until your back hurts.
And, a commission or whatever comes in, a sign up, a new subscriber, and it blows me away. And I'm so grateful. And yeah, it's been like 11 years now. And I'm still, if not more excited than I was in the beginning,
Totally. Yeah. And Brenda, I can relate to that. Like, I love that I can just decide on a day if I don't want to work and go do something else.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that thing is typically like being really grateful that I can spend time with family.
Yeah.
I can spend time with my parents, and just like go over there and have fun or help them out or whatever. Like you guys, a couple weeks ago, you guys might have saw I was at my parents' house to help my mom out with her cataract
eye surgery.
She's actually having the other eye done soon, so you might see another live stream from there as well.
But you literally could just be like, okay, all I need is internet and my computer.
That's it.
And I'm good. And you could take care of your mom for however long you needed to.
And yeah, if I was tied to an office desk or whatever, I wouldn't be able to do that.
If you had a regular job, it would be like you would have to travel quite a far distance.
Yeah, or just it would be very stressful too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great point, Brenda.
Ramon says our first was an Etch-a-Sketch. Oh man, I remember those. Those are cool.
I could never really master using them. I probably haven't played around with it too long, but
and then it just goes like in a
some
square.
People are crazy good at that.
Yeah, I've seen some really cool art for that.
Connecting printers is a problem for everyone.
Yes, it is. It still is not seamless.
Common problem.
I know.
Timothy says, I became an entrepreneur because it's the best way for me to help and inspire others on a daily basis. Yes. Awesome response. Roland, when I got my first computer in 2007, the world completely opened up to me. An older friend from work introduced me to affiliate marketing, and I've been hooked ever since.
Nice. 2008 was when I found the book The Secret, and then things started ruminating in my mind and the possibilities of a different life started to form. And then by 2009, I was like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur now. And then 2010 is when we had Essetino and then, registered the name and stuff and started a greeting card company.
We also did a lot of affiliate marketing too, aside from what we do already on our YouTube channel, but specifically promoting other people's products. We did a lot of that in the beginning of our journey, and it's pretty cool. The concept of just making money. You don't have to do the work to create a product. Like you're making money off of someone else's product, and it's like a win-win for everybody, for the customer, for the person's product you're promoting, and for you. Yeah.
That was like
That's
Roland
cool.
when he was sharing our course,
Yeah.
and he was just making sale after sale after sale, and it was like,
Yeah.
that was awesome. That was so cool.
I rode the creative wave of taking advantage of technology as it evolved. Motivational speaker, puppeteer, author, illustrator, love the variety. Yes.
Yeah. The varieties, that's what I like as well.
Yeah. And we also have so many, I don't know if you call them labels or roles, I guess, titles and that kind of thing. Designer, founder, copywriter, like singer, performing artist. Like there's so many to list. And I think that's so cool. Like, I think that, it's, for me, deciding to just be one thing, again, it's limiting. It's very limiting in my mind. And we all have so many gifts, and we're all so creative. Why not do other things? Why not experiment with other forms of creations, other forms of performances, and delivering your gifts and speaking your message out into the world?
Mm-hmm. Roland says, love the variety. Yeah, that's why, life is so exciting now, because I can choose to be video editor for the day, or I can choose to be a puzzler for the day, or whatever I feel like. That's what I call myself when I'm doing a puzzle.
You're a puzzler. I think of like a riddler when you say puzzler. The money doesn't motivate me. Teddy says it's the aspect that my videos are helping people.
Mm-hmm.
The fact I hear comments saying my videos are the best videos out there on the subject matter.
Whoa. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. And yeah, sometimes that's worth more than,
Super
the actual
rewarding.
dollar amount.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good night, Lisa. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Good night, Lisa.
We appreciate it. Have a good night. And Braden said, I felt I had outgrown my last job, and I learned too much to just help people one-on-one. It was time to replicate the successful ways to support and encourage people and teach people to do that as well. And so they could create their own programs, their own communities, and support more and more people. That's so cool. That's cool. That's amazing to hear.
And taking it to the global market is the best thing for that. So you have an entire, it's not just one-to-one, right? It's an entire global market. There's no boundaries, like geographic boundaries, or, you can really help so many people. The possibilities are endless.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Timothy. Thank you
Timothy.
so much for the super sticker.
Yes,
for those of you who are on Facebook.
We're working out today.
Yeah, it's different.
Actually, didn't do a workout today, so that's reminding me to do it tomorrow. Thanks, Timothy. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Timothy, for the donation. That's so cool of you. We were on Timothy's live stream yesterday, and I managed to catch it. I try to catch your guys' videos whenever they come up on my phone, and you were doing a live stream, and you were doing an airbrush of Billie Eilish, which I thought was so cool, and it was the beginning stages of it, and it was so cool to see. I'll check back every week. Is it once a week that you do your live stream? I'll check back every week to see how that airbrush painting progresses. So that was really cool. Thank you so much for the donation.
Thank you. Yes. Braden says Jewel could rock a green jumpsuit with purple question marks. I think you could.
I already did wear the green jumpsuit when I jumped off the stratosphere.
Oh yeah, the neon green jumpsuit.
Yeah, because it's when I jumped off the Stratosphere Hotel in Las Vegas, it is sponsored by Mountain Dew. So they have you wear a lime green overall jumpsuit.
Yeah, full-on lime green jumpsuit.
So that was really cool. So I already technically kind of wore this green jumpsuit.
I'm seeing there's a comment on Facebook, so I'm just trying to see who it
Getting Clean on the Prairie says, a little late to the party. Good evening, everyone.
No worries.
Hope everyone had a great week. Yeah, we've had a very busy, great week. Share your wins with us, Tracy. Share your wins. And we've got a comment here on Facebook that says...
Murray.
Murray,
hi, Murray.
hey.
How's it going? So Murray says, you only live once. It's better to design your life so as to offer the world your best rather than just doing a predefined job for the life. Yes, absolutely. Are you looking outside too? I'm getting distracted by what's happening
here,
outside.
Let's show people. It's pretty
We'll
crazy.
show you guys what it's just. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera.
Detail. Let's see. We'll do a different camera
but
angle.
It's quite hazy, and the way the sun is shining with the clouds, it's doing like this smoke.
Oh wait, let me
effect.
see this.
I don't know if we can see it. Yeah,
it's doing like
this super bright.
Crazy smoke effect.
But yeah,
and it looks really crazy. So I just got distracted by the rain.
Yeah, Murray, great comment. Yes, designing your life. That is also something I think about every single day, how I'm able to design what my days look like. And it's all up to me, nobody's telling me what to do, which is kind of like a blessing and can also be a challenge at times. But, having choices.
Yes.
That's
choices.
Have the choice
having
to do what
choices.
You want, right?
I was just thinking about, my earlier life. So my first jobs were McDonald's, Starbucks, and a claims clerk at an insurance company. Basically means you answer the phone when somebody gets into a car accident and you jot down the information. Those 3 jobs, I was at McDonald's for like 5+ maybe 6 years, and then Starbucks I was there for a year or 2, and then the insurance job I lasted 2 years before I became an entrepreneur, and that was like roughly around 10 years. And I was thinking about those 10 years compared to my last 10 years of being an entrepreneur, and I'm like, wow, it's like totally different lives. And even in incomes, my first job started off at $6.50 an hour, and you work yourself, like you're standing on your feet all day, making the burgers. It was crazy. And I used to wear these shoes I didn't want to wear shoes that were so low to the ground, because you would always be stepping on like oil and fries and burger and whatever. And my shoes would get like completely destroyed every time, and oil would be all over the clothes. And one time I got the salt from the McDonald's fries in my eyes, and that hurt really bad.
That must have burned.
Yeah, there were so many things that happened at that McDonald's when I worked there.
And now no salt in the eyes.
Timothy says, love Vancouver. Yeah, I never get tired of the rain. Like, it rains here quite often, as we're known for that, but it's still like, it's one of the reasons why Vancouver is so beautiful, is because of all this rain.
Yeah, very lush and
feeds the trees,
and being able to look at the mountains and the water every day is so beautiful. It's a blessing. I always call Vancouver home, no matter where I travel. Although I do miss traveling.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that bug. I'm like, wait a minute, haven't been on a plane and traveled and stuff, so that's kind of creeping up now. But that's why we're doing the painting class and random different other things.
Yeah, we always try to look for new experiences, and that's actually like it's such a great gift too, giving someone an experience. So for my like nephews, or they have like already everything that they need with toys. Like the toys, and even like some family members as well. Like, we love just giving experiences. I think some really cool memories are born out of that.
That's what we give as gifts now.
Yeah.
Like to my sister and my brother-in-law, and yeah, nephews and cousins and parents and stuff, it's like, we will not give you a physical gift. We will give you an experience of a memory.
We will give you a memory, yes.
Most of the time, we still get gifts, though. Brayden says, Vancouver, we don't tan, we rust. Yeah, I think that's totally true.
Yeah, I do get a little rusty now and then.
And yeah, there's like maybe 10 days out of the year where it's actually really hot in Vancouver. In the interior and in other places in British Columbia, it does actually get hot and sunny. So it's mainly in the lower mainland.
Yeah, when my cousins from Israel were visiting here and we were like, it's so hot. And they're like, they just laughed at us.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't hot, this is cold.
And then it hasn't popped up here on StreamYard, but Brenda said, and we get moss in the hair. What?
There's a story there for you, Brenda. I get like, there's so many things that just kind of find themselves in my hair sometimes.
Yeah.
Bugs. Namely.
Yeah, like actual
flies.
When you go hiking and stuff, because her hair is so curly, there'll be like
a good fly catcher.
A bug or something in the hair, or like a moth or something.
Yeah.
And I remember before you would be like, I lost my earring. Where's my earring? And then it's like in your hair.
It's in my hair. I find it later on the day. Yeah.
But when the sun is out, there is no better place to be. Yeah, exactly. When the sun comes out here in Vancouver, everybody feels it. I remember a couple of weeks ago, it was sunny. It was actually hot. And our weather fluctuates here. So it can be really hot one time and then feel like winter another time. So it was really hot and sunny to the point where you could wear like a tank top and shorts outside, which is rare for this time of year. Mm-hmm. And everybody, like, we went for a walk and like everybody was outside and like jogging, and everyone was like, Vancouverites, when it happens, it's just like everybody needs to go outside and absorb this now. And everybody's always in such a good mood.
Get a big hat. Yeah, I mean, even if I'm like normally on hikes, I do wear a cap and like a baseball cap. And it's still sometimes doesn't work, or I'll braid my hair. Yes, there are strategies for this as well.
Oh, I remember when we did that hike last summer when it was really muddy. I forgot. It was in North Vancouver. And you know those, I don't know what they are, but they kind of hang from like a spider web type thing. And they're like tiny worms.
Worms, yeah.
And I don't know what they actually are or grow up to be. And then they're all over, like hanging from the trees. And I remember we all got like so much of that in our hair.
Yeah. You just wash it off. Just wash it off. Have a really good shower at the end of the hike.
Is it a caterpillar or like a baby caterpillar?
I have no idea what those things are, but I see them everywhere all the time.
Roland, do you know what those are?
I don't know how we got on this topic. What were we talking about?
I don't know. We went completely way off on this one.
So we were talking about why we wanted to become entrepreneurs.
It turned into, you know, those worms in the trees?
Oh, that's great. You never know where this conversation is going to go, guys.
Roland says, it's been rainy here lately, but today it was sunny and you felt so alive and you wanted to do so much. Yeah, it's cool, right? As I'm getting older, I feel like I'm getting more and more alive. And when I was a teenager and I was younger, I was like acting like I was acting like I was retired and I was like a senior citizen or something, because I didn't want to do anything and I was constantly saying I was bored all the time. I don't know how you can get bored now. It's not in my vocabulary anymore.
I think being more, you feel more energized and stuff now because you're happy. Yeah. And I think you don't necessarily know that when you're in a state of just like going through the motions and you're used to just feeling blah and bored and like why is this happening to me and stuff. It just becomes a habit. It becomes the way that you are. But when you really break through that and you start to just to let go more and enjoy the moment and enjoy life more and doing what you love, the energy just comes to you, and you absorb that energy, and you're able to give that out to more people as well.
Brenda says, quick, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much, Brenda.
Yes.
And
thank
for
you, Brenda.
everybody who clicks the like button, we appreciate it. We've got another one here.
Is that Murray as well? I think that's Murray. Yeah. Working for the owner of the company who's providing your job is not as good being the owner of your own job, because your own job's more likely to be a lifelong, personal, meaningful enterprise in itself. Yeah. Your own job is you. Your job is to work on growing yourself. So whatever you do, like your entrepreneur journey is growth. That is basically your job. And as you're growing, you're just impacting other people along the way. And I think that's such a powerful ripple effect, right? Mm. And if we're all doing that, there's so much positive change that can happen in this world.
Find out who these other comments are.
Yes.
And Timothy said, in New Jersey, we call them inchworms. Is that where you're from? Is that where you're located?
Oh, sorry.
Is that where you're located, Timothy? Because yesterday when we were on your live stream and you were speaking and we heard your accent and we're like, whoa, where's that accent from? What state is that? We didn't know. So let us know if you're from New Jersey. And if it is, it's cool because you say things in a cool way.
I like, I don't know if, like, to us, it's an accent, Timothy. Yeah. When we're listening to your live, you have an accent and we like it. That's actually Cheeks, the Product Patrol, saying, hello. Hello, my ladies.
On my ladies, he said.
On my, whatever that means. We don't know, but he's watching from his Cheeks.
Phone. Getting Clean on the Prairies, aka Tracy, says, recently appointed co-chair on a national committee at work that will require me to do virtual presentations to people across the country. Hoping this experience will be an asset to my video making. Oh, I'm sure it will be, because virtual presentations, I'm assuming they're going to be like live, meaning like they're not pre-recorded or anything. So doing live stuff definitely helps. Doing this, like how we're live and basically presenting to you guys, it has helped us so much. Like from the beginning, we didn't know what to say, and now, we have more flow. We still get tripped up sometimes and it's awkward, but for the most part, it will be beneficial.
Yeah, that's gonna be a huge help, Tracy. That's really cool. I feel like the universe put that on your lap just so that, it can help you get better and grow with your YouTube channel.
Yeah, congratulations. Roland said, that's awesome, Tracy. It will definitely help. You will become more comfortable and confident. Yes, yeah. Confidence is really beneficial. And it's like, okay, yeah, confidence is, but it really helps with making like decisions moving forward. When you're confident that, you can move forward with something, knowing that you could fail and you're okay with it, like that is going to help you grow much faster. Because I find that a lot of people get so scared that they won't even make a move at all. They won't take the shot. And it's like, if you don't take the shot, right, your chances of getting it are zero. But if you take the shot, then you have depending on how far you are and where you're angling it, you have more than 0%, which is a better chance than zero. So,
and you learn from it. You learn from, how you missed and what you can do to improve. And yeah, I feel like confidence is that secret sauce. It's like, we know that, we all want to be more confident, and we know we need it. And if we have it, it'll really help overall in our lives in so many different areas. But it's not something that you just like get, it's something that's kind of, or at least in my experience, it's like, it's born out of, I caught you in mid-sentence there.
Oh wait, sorry. What, before I lose it?
Yeah.
I posted a video in the Facebook group about confidence where
did.
Mel Robbins says that confidence can be learned, because a lot of people think like, oh, it's part of a personality trait.
Yeah.
And it's not my personality.
Yeah, totally. Yes. I totally
Sorry.
agree with that. No, that's okay. Absolutely. It's not something that you just have. I know it might seem that way for a lot of people, but it can be learned, and you can definitely get confidence more out of having the confidence to take more risks, because when you take more risks and you fail forward, you really start to see that you do have the drive to move forward, and you do have the possibility to grow. You just got to learn from what you're doing, from your mistakes. Yeah.
I started off with zero confidence. I was a super shy child. With my family members and friends, I was like silly clown type person. And then, but if I was in front of people I didn't know, then I was like super shy, was not confident at all. And then I did get confidence, and then I actually lost it. I lost it from like 2013 to 2017. Like I said, I feel like I lost it, but on camera it might have looked like I was still together and with it, but with my confidence. But inside I was like, I guess I not fake it till you make it, but like it didn't. I didn't feel it, even though I was still putting it out there on the videos, and then I regained it back again. So you can lose it and you can gain it, and you can lose it and you can gain it, and it's not like, oh, it's not my personality, right?
I think confidence is also born out of you continuously keeping the promises that you make to yourself. So, if you say you're going to do something and then you do it, you get that thing done, and then you do that again the next day, and you continuously stack those wins.
Yeah.
And you do what you say you're going to do. That's a huge kind of seed that really helps boost confidence and help it grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where it needs to come from. It needs to come from you. It needs to come from inside, rather than getting your confidence from external variables, because then you're losing control that way if you put your confidence in the hands of others and other variables, experiences.
I believe Mel Robbins, she actually explains a diagram, like a 3-step. Mel Robbins is great at explaining concepts that people think are difficult to grasp, like confidence. It's not a rocket science type thing, and she breaks it down. It's like literally like a 3-step process that she shows the diagram on the screen, and she goes through the steps, and it's like very learnable, like very like, oh, okay, so if I just keep doing that over and over again, I'll have confidence, I'll be confident. And so that's why I shared that video in the Creative Business Success Facebook group. Go find that video. It's called Confidence Can Be Learned. And it's like an 8-minute video. So it's definitely worth the watch. Timothy says, I am 5 miles from New York City. Whoa, the Big Apple. I have yet to go there. I want to go there. And he has a Stallone accent. Yeah, you said coffee.
Coffee.
And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like
I loved it.
I don't usually hear that.
Coffee.
Tracy says, thanks, Roland. That's one of the reasons why I agreed to take on the challenge. Need to build up my confidence in front of the camera. Exactly. And what's like the worst that could happen? Yeah, you're gonna feel nervous and awkward, but like, are you gonna die? No, you're not gonna die. You're only gonna get over it and then do better next time, and do better next time, and do better next time. And Brenda says, I love your definition of confidence, being okay with failing. Yeah, it's not, that's what I mean, is that people try and put like this crazy label on it, but it's really not. It's like that you fail, but you move forward. It's like everybody fails. And I believe Mel Robbins did a example of a kid walking, baby, and they fall over and over again. I can't remember the number that a kid falls while learning to walk. It was like 70 something, between 70 something to 100 something times per hour, the child will fall or trip or something while they're walking. And it's like, think of how many times a kid needs to fall and try and scrape their way back up. You know how they try and grab on sofa and they're like, you know, and they're trying to get up. Think of how many times they need to do that before they actually can walk. Now, you think if they just did one time that they would walk? Maybe, you know, maybe there's some, you know, really special child or something that'll walk on the first go, but typically not. Typically you need like literally hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of tries. And it's kind of like business, and it's kind of like life. The more you try, the luckier you'll become.
Yeah. And like when the child falls, they're not like, oh, I suck.
I know.
I can never walk.
I'm not trying anymore.
I'm never going to be able to walk. Like, and they don't make it bigger than it needs to be.
They just keep trying.
They just keep, exactly. And I feel like we dramatize a lot of the times. We dramatize the challenges that we're having, and it's really just about just keep working at it and don't make it a big thing that it needs to be, because you're only going to grow that problem even more. What you focus on grows.
Mm-hmm.
So if you focus on the negative aspects, the bad, how it's not working, it's just going to continue to not work.
The more that you're okay with failing, the easier this whole journey is going to be for you. Because then you won't take it so like somebody just stabbed you. You know, you won't be like, oh, I failed. Oh, who will think of me? Like, oh, this or that. It's like, okay, it didn't work. Try again. Try a different method. Keep going, right?
Yeah.
We fail at things all the time here, you know?
All the time.
Timothy says, I'm so glad you are confident now. Your great personality shines now. Thank you so much. I don't think I would have my true personality if I was in the 9-to-5 world, if I had stayed at my 9-to-5 job. I think that's why it didn't really work for me, because I didn't feel like it was like my place, like where I'm supposed to be, you know? Liat Love says, just popping by to say
Hello,
hi.
Liat.
Night, night, and love to all.
Good night. Have a good night.
And I'm thinking that's Murray.
No, that's actually Cheeks.
Oh, Cheeks of Product Patrol.
Don't overthink it.
Be yourself and grow. Yes. Cheeks, you are very much yourself on your live streams.
You're very good at being yourself, Cheeks.
It's awesome. It's hilarious.
Yes.
The other day, we did a reaction video to one of Cheeks' videos. His son, Anthony, is editing his videos, and we did a reaction video to show like how much we're laughing and how much his videos actually entertain us. And we just filmed ourselves and then just sent it to him to show that, you know, your videos make us laugh and they make us smile. And like, yeah, Cheeks, you are definitely someone who is your true self on camera. The craziness comes out. And Teddy says, fail your way to success. Yes, you keep falling, but you fall forward and you fall forward and you fall forward. You just keep tripping your way to success.
Trip your way up.
Yeah.
Tamil says, getting comfortable with failing. Great advice, ladies.
Yeah, the sooner that happens for you, like the easier this all is, because it is so hard for me to see people who want something. They want a better life. They want to start a business. They want to do something that they don't typically do, but they're so scared. And I'm like, if I see someone like that, I am trying to push them towards that, because they just need to feel it. They just need to feel what it's like on the other side. Because when you're only on one side, it's very difficult to understand that there could be happiness on the other side.
Yeah, it's tunnel vision. You kind of get stuck in tunnel vision because you're used to doing the same thing over and over again, and you're not aware. Like you don't know what you don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not aware of the other stuff because you haven't experienced it. That's why we just love doing new experiences. We're always pushing ourselves to different lengths and trying new things and exercising different parts of our brain. It's just like, you got to make most of this life. You only have one. So make the most of it and make every moment count and do what you want to do now.
Mm-hmm. Is this Cheeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring a candy.
Bring a candy and join the live stream at Friday at 8 p.m. Candy Talk. If you want to join the video, send me an email and we'll send you a link. Cheeks out. Yes.
Cool.
So Cheeks of Product Patrol does a live stream every Friday. It's 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. And he does food reviews, product reviews, and it's just honestly like a great fun time. Cheeks is super silly and weird and funny, and I do enjoy watching you eat. I can't eat the candies right now because I'm trying to be on a food thing right now where I'm eating healthier, but you can eat them for me and I'll watch you.
Amen to that. All right, guys. And that's last, Cheek saying he enjoyed the reaction video.
Yeah, so that was we went a little bit over today, but sometimes when we're just feeling it and riding the wave
in flow.
We just like to just chat it up with you guys, and we really do enjoy this community here, the energy. It really does liven us up, and I hope that it livens you guys up as well.
Yeah.
And I love hearing and seeing how we're all growing together, and we really are. And I want to hear more of your wins, that we're all moving forward. So make sure you guys keep track of them for next week. Next Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, join us for the Essetino Weekly Mastermind. And that will be episode number 45 next week.
Ooh, nice. Awesome, guys. So with that, we bid you good evening.
Adieu.
Wherever you're watching from, maybe good morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. You're very welcome, Timothy. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys as well. And have a good night, Roland. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Good night, Tamil.